A job interview is a lot like war. A lot of people go in, but not many come back alive. In a job interview, instead of weapons, you fight with your words and fake confidence. And just like in any war, preparation is the key for survival. And this video will help you prepare for this upcoming battle. Now, to even get a job interview, you first need to apply for a job. And here's how you can apply for one. Now, the first thing you need to do is to decide what kind of job you want and what kind of job you can actually apply for with your current qualifications. You can't really apply to be the CEO of a company when you barely just passed out of high school. In fact, the requirements for some jobs these days is so ridiculous. I mean, take a look at this. You can't even apply for a part-time job at a cafe without a PhD. A PhD in what? Food science, sir. That's a thing? Oh, this job looks nice. It even says entry level. Did you really think you can apply for an entry level job that easily? What an idiot. Everyone knows that you need at least 5 years of experience to apply for an entry level position. Now that you have chosen a job to apply to, the next thing you need is a resume. A resume is basically a piece of paper that your employer looks at to see if you are qualified for the job. There is a few things you should include in your resume, like your contact info, so that they know what is in the rejection email, an objective, which is basically you telling the employer why you're so awesome and why you should be hired, work experience, which is a pretty important factor that employers look at, especially if you have applied for a high level job, your educational qualifications, so that they know you're competent, and then there's your skills. Now, the most important skills that are necessary to survive a job interview is lying and deception. But including that in your resume will make you look bad. So you need to come up with fancy words like adaptability and work ethic. And finally, you can include other stuff that will make you look good, like you winning the drawing competition in second grade. Now, if the employer thinks you're good enough for the job, you'll finally be asked to give an interview either online or in person. Everything up until this point of this video has led up to this moment. You're now at the final and scariest step of getting a job, the interview. Now, before you go for an interview, you should probably wear some formal clothes so that you look professional. Alright, back to the interview. You are waiting in a queue, one among hundreds of people who have applied for this job. You see all the people who are waiting with the hope of acing this interview and getting this job. You also see the dejected faces of the people who have lost this war and walk out of the interviewer's room. And finally, after all of this preparation and waiting, your name is called out. The door is open and you're standing outside the interviewer's room and you decide to step in. Wait, hold on, pause for a second. You can't just step into the interviewer's room just like that. I mean, you can, but if you do that, you might leave a bad impression on the interviewer before the interview even started. You know what they say, before going into the enemy's territory, always politely ask for permission to enter. Now, after you ask for permission to enter the room, the next most important thing you need to do is to give a good firm handshake and a confident smile and tell your name to the interviewer. This signals to your opponent, the interviewer, that you're ready to take on the psychological battle that is about to take place. After taking a seat, you should ask the interviewer how his day has been. This will bring his guard down so that the battle can finally commence. The interviewer stares at you. You stare back. The room is silent. Then he speaks. So, tell me about yourself. And just like that, the war has begun, and there is no stepping back. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to, and yeah, thanks again for watching. Bye bye.